We started in 1979, family owned and operated. My grandparents started the business. It was actually before it was a pizza shop, it was a grocery store in 1960. They purchased a grocery store called Smith's Market and turned it into Chuck's Little Giant. It was that until 79. So about 19 years, they ran a grocery store, purchased a pizza shop about a block east of our current location. It was doing so well, and the grocery store was not doing too hot for the last 2 years. After that, they decided, well, hell, there's a line down the street for the grocery store. Let's move it into the pizza shops. Let's move it into the grocery store. They did that, and it's been there ever since. 43 years this year, and we're going to be opening a brand new location, moving our existing location into a brand new location. We have a 2,000 square foot building. We are busting at the seams. Do not have enough space for our kitchen. It's about 900 square feet and we seat 72 and we are just full all the time. A lot of exciting opportunities for us there. It's going to bring like ice cream and a full bar, which we don't currently have, and be able to expand our menu because we'll actually have space. So we are extremely excited about that. We started with a company, or a guy, I should say, consultant called David Scott Peters about 8 months ago. He is a restaurant consultant. He's really all about restaurant systems, and his program is called Restaurant Prosperity Formula, giving you the financial freedom and the freedom from your business that you deserve. So that program, to be honest with you, has absolutely changed my life. Midway into the program is when I decided, absolutely, we need to get a new store, and started that whole process. Prior to that, I worked in the business, never on it constantly. I was in the store almost on a daily basis, pulled in a million directions.
Right.
This program, I stumbled upon him off of a YouTube video where he talked about, you decide to finally take one day off work. One day, you tell your team, don't call me. This person's in charge. And sure enough, you're sitting there and them motherfuckers call you and you answer your phone and they go, hey, Avery, I know we're not supposed to call you, but where's the plunger? I was like, that's actually happened. And so I signed up with him. And like I said, it's changed my life. We've implemented so many systems. I have a full management team now that is fully responsible for the day-to-day operation. They know exactly what they're supposed to do. My team knows exactly what they're supposed to do, how to do it, and by when. And that has allowed us to create a better culture that we have now, where people actually care about what they're doing. They care to come to work. They take care of our customers. They take care of the product that they're putting out. And that has led me to have to work 0 days in the restaurant. I do not go in at all to cook or prepare anything like that. I do go in 3 days a week just to check in. And then we do a manager meeting every Friday afternoon. But back to 5-Out. So during David Scott Peters, he has systems to forecast your sales. Mm-hmm. He calls it a scientific wild ass guess, a swag. Like, you never know, you can't forecast, you don't have a magic ball, but we can do a scientific wild ass guess, looking at previous years and previous weeks, and looking at trends and figure out something. So he had a spreadsheet that he had that we could punch in last month's numbers to give us a forecast of next month's numbers. It did okay.
Right.
So we're like, okay, this isn't right. We need something that's right. And so I just randomly got an email one day and I clicked on the link and it talked about projections and using AI. And I was like, all right, I need to look into this. And haven't looked back since. The reliability of the program and the accuracy of the program is what allows us to drive our business in the right direction. We can take those numbers that we know are going to be damn near within a couple dollars accurate. It is scary how accurate the thing is. It really is. Take those numbers and be able to put them into our prep systems that we use to give our employees the information that they need to be able to prepare for the day. I mean, I wouldn't have a number, but I would know that this was a big part in allowing us to move to that next step of having systems that work. You can always have systems, but if they don't work, or you don't trust them, or you don't believe that the information you're getting out of it is accurate, it's just junk. forecasting is the baseline of having accurate numbers to run all of your other systems. If you don't have a close to accurate number, everything else is junk. You can try and schedule within budget all of you want, but if you don't know what you're going to be doing next week, and not taking into consideration that it's this special holiday that every year on Saturday you've been busy as hell, you're going to be either left shorthanded on Saturday or overhanded because, hey, there's an event in downtown Columbus. It's Red, White, and Boom tonight. Every year we're dead because everybody's downtown, not in the suburb of Groveport.
Right.
So being able to take those things and have it knows. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been watching for the last 4 years. It knows if we're
Right.
going to be dead that day. So, it's taken a lot of that memory and put it into a system that anybody can use. Giving them accurate information has allowed us to be able to run our kitchen more effectively. Just
Right.
that alone. Secondly, staffing. We've been able to take accurate forecast numbers and know, okay, if we want to hit a 22% labor budget or a 21.5% or a 20%, whatever our budget is for that month, we can take our accurate forecast numbers, put them into our systems that we've gotten, and ensure that we're getting accurate labor on the clock, on the job. And it gives the managers the ability during mid shift to pull up and see, okay, we're ahead for the day, I'm good, or we're trailing way behind. I got to figure out where I can cut because I screwed up and didn't cut in the morning time. So that has been another part of it too, that allows, us to give our management another piece that they can rely on, that's accurate, to know they can look back on and make decisions to lead the business in a better direction. So Gustav was and has been amazing. He's extremely, on top of things. Whenever you reach out to him, he's back with you with an answer really quickly. I've seen several things get fixed within the hour of anything that I've noticed when, just little things, because I feel like the program is still slightly newer. And so, for one example I have is, I'm just weird about how many tabs I have open, and 90% of the time it's like 20 open at one time because I'm doing 20 different things at one time. And I can't stand when I hit login on the website and it redirects me to another page once I log in. And so I was like, you got to turn that off. And he did. So like right there, it was like 5 minutes. There's been some percentages that have been off here and there, and I submit the information and they've gotten it fixed. So it's been really easy. As far as the initial setup, I mean, it was as simple as logging to Toast, give them an ID, and then they started pulling data. And then he was like, okay, we got your data done. It's ready to look at. It took probably about 2 weeks to get some accurate things flowing because of just getting this system to see exactly our schedule on top of everything else, I think. But it was very smooth. One thing that I would like to see a little differently, I know they're working on their own scheduler, but getting this data to sync back to 7 shifts.